Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Richards Boxing and Limitless Creations. And yeah, you're with us for Lerrone Richards versus Giovanni De Carolis. We'll give you
Giovanni,
the quick Lerrone Richards, 14 fights, 14 wins, 3 knockouts. Giovanni De Carolis is 38 fights, 28 wins, 1 draw and 13 knockouts. So we're going for the European super middleweight title, big division at the moment. So I don't know if you've just heard, we've just come over straight from our other one. I don't know how we managed to do it. What time?
From our German base.
Amazing timing. And so Christopher Lovejoy knocked out in round 2.
Yep.
So yeah, there we go. So there's a bit of a spoiler for people if you didn't know. You're with us for Richards versus De Carolis now for the European super middleweight title. Enda, how do you see it going?
Yeah, I think Richards should win this. Richards is throwing out the jab, being very effective here and being very controlling in the first round. So, yeah, I can see Richards winning this fight.
Great build as well. Great build.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he's going to the body as well there. He's working the body shots early doors.
Yeah, and as we say, look, he's had 14 fights. He's had only 3 knockouts, but, obviously the boxing ability's there because, that's how he's winning these fights. So,
yeah.
Like we were saying the other day.
So actually, I had him in a points win, didn't I, if I remember my prediction now?
Yeah, I think, didn't we both go for points on this one?
Yeah.
So
I'm just going to...
we said at the end of the day, we'd love to see... a late stoppage or a stoppage at any time for Lerrone. Top pad.
Just speaking in Manchester, the last Manchester fight there, which we didn't cover, was a cracking scrap.
Yeah, which is Gamel Yafai versus Jason Cunningham, and that was for the European Super Bantamweight, which is what Gamel was currently holding. Gamel was 19 fights, 18 wins, 10 knockouts. Cunningham, 34 fights, 28 wins, 6 knockouts. But he just flew out the gate. Gave Gamel a really tough night, actually.
Now, Gamel did have a very good 11th round.
Knocked him down 3 times, I think. And, what a performance. So, congratulations to Cunningham, who's now the European Super Bantamweight champion.
I'd say well
deserved. Well deserved.
I'd say Eddie Hearn will want a replay of that. But it was a good fight, so I'd say it'd be popular if he did.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Cunningham just seemed to have his number. So Here we go. Voltarol advert. We're on fire here, but don't be on fire too much. Slap some gel on it. Shocking. So before we
go any
further and it gets really bad, we're going to have some of this.
Yeah, please.
Are you ready?
Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Richards Boxing and Limitless Creations. And just to let you know, Endo, your T-shirt is waiting here for you. Just to let you know, we have got an announcement in July.
We're getting married.
In July, we're going to be doing JG's Fight Talk live from the attic in Colchester. Absolutely buzzing for it. And the 2 of us are meeting up for the first time. And what a great, really looking forward to it, mate. It's going to be a great day. And it's just going to be great, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
So, as I say, Stephen's coming. We'll do the last bit on this fight. Great fight that was. Cunningham was excellent. He
really was. He was.
So, round 2 of Richards versus De Carolis. Richards very much centre of the ring, doing his boxing style, southpaw, looking really good, isn't he, Ender?
Yeah, absolutely. Richards looks well in control here. You have a drink of your water there. Look at you being all healthy now that you're a proper boxer again. My Hercules.
See this knife I throw between crack your ass. Same scene.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. But yeah, going back to the fight. So Richards is now back on the rope. De Carolis sort of coming forward, not really doing a lot, not throwing a lot, just sort of walking forward, high guard. Carolis having sort of that swinging right hand in front of him, just trying to entice the move of De Carolis, really. But yeah, Richards looking pretty good at the moment. Just doing what he needs to do, really.
Absolutely. How long have you got in the second half round here, Joe?
54. Where are you?
I'm now 32.
Huh?
32 now.
Oh, blimey,
I changed channel because that one froze, so I changed it to a different channel. But they both look big, strong men, don't they? Great muscle definition.
What are you on now?
What?
What are you on now?
Well, the timer's gone off, so within the last 20 seconds.
10, do you mean?
Does it not go on for 20 seconds to go?
No, it goes off at 10 now.
Well, then, I'm finished now.
Yeah, and mine's just finished. So that's not too bad, is it? So,
but I'd say people loved us having this conversation.
Anyway.
You're not very on message tonight, Joel.
It's only because we're jumping between the HD channel and the standard channel.
Yeah.
But,
and the German channel.
And the German channel. But if you're watching JG's Fight Talk for the first time, head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button.
I think we're not usually this bad.
And just stay with us for the live watch along. We'll be doing this one, and then we'll be here for the main event, Buatsi versus Dos Santos. Should be an intriguing final fight. I personally can't see anything less than a Buatsi knockout.
Yeah.
But that's me personally. Someone's jumped in. Rap Quattro 104. De Carolis can win. Anyone can win. If he's going in the ring.
Except Joel.
The thing is, if
you'll win the next time, Joel.
If he's in there,
you can do it.
He's unbeaten. We don't know what he's really like, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's another one of these that's turned up with a record that we're not really familiar with. Frenchman that's kind of come out of nowhere.
Well, I'd say France.
Yeah, thank you. But we'll see just what he's made of. But Buatsi's a hell of a fighter. So we'll find out.
Why are you talking about that when he was asking about De Carolis and Richards?
We've got Valentin. Who's looking better?
Well, I would say Richards is commanding the ring very well, boxing at distance,
working behind the jab. Not really too much coming from De Carolis, really. It's just kind of one of those doing what he needs to do.
One of those. I'm going to have a swear jar. Every time you say it's one of those, I'm going to make you put a euro or a pound or whatever currency you have.
I'm going to be broke by the end of the night.
Not from what you've seen. So do you think De Carolis is in front, Stephen? Oh, by the way, Tyrone lost.
Not from what I've seen so far. Well,
you're going to fall out now, Stephen.
He's having a better round in round 3, to be perfectly honest. He's put no. He doesn't think De Carolis is. I think that's what his answers to.
Your guess is as good as mine. Anyway, up to Miguel.
So yeah,
And if I could, I'd build a wall around old Donegal.
Well, De Carolis is swinging wildly, but you know.
But yeah, no, and I'm liking this jab that Richards is pumping out there, and then he follows it up with the left. Again, he's a great southpaw. You know, southpaws are just better.
Well, we saw that in the last fight, didn't we?
We just know overall southpaws are better. It's one of those facts of life.
I'm replying to the guy who said, okay. Thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you for clearing that up.
Thank you for music.
Well,
and the ball trot girl's going mental here now.
Yeah, I've got an awful signal this end.
So I have 3 rounds to zip for me for Richards.
But yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? He's
Stop it.
That was dangerous. That was.
I'm going to get a steel ruler and turn it on its side, and every time you say it's one of those, I'm going to wrap you on the knuckles with it. And there'll be no boxing in December if your knuckles are in bits.
Oh, there'll still be boxing in December.
You go, Hercules.
I'm just gonna get battered.
No,
but,
we'll fill you full of CBD oil and you'll be great.
You want a replay now? Did they just show you the replay and now they're going back to
round 4?
Right, I'm in round 4. Yeah.
240. So the Carolis has kind of rushed them there.
Pigeon has put live. Yeah, we're doing it live.
As live as we can be.
And I've got Giovanni unanimous decision. Well,
you're going to lose.
Fair enough. No, fair enough, mate. You know, yeah, he's got him unanimous decision. Paperboy, who is leading, guys. Thanks for joining us, Paperboy, and thanks for joining us, Pigeon. Yeah, we've got.
Well, I've Richards 3 rounds up.
Yeah, Lerrone Richards is pretty much just going for it.
As Joel would say, it's one of those.
It is. It is just one of those. Pigeon, Mr. Got StreamYard. I'll go live. Okay, that's cool. MX.
Mexico.
Yeah, if you're joining us for the first time, make sure you go over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button on JG's Fight Talk. Yeah, it's just the thing to do. There's plenty of interviews on there. There's previous live streams that we've done, so you can check them out.
We're going to have a competition for the shirt. Show them the shirt, Joel.
Yeah, we've got a T-shirt giveaway.
We'll do a competition for that.
But the giveaway will be coming. We'll do it probably in about a week, 2 weeks time. But
I'd say we should do it leading up to the what's his name's fight, Scottish champion.
Yeah, Josh Taylor. Maybe we'll do it for Josh Taylor. We'll do it for the Josh Taylor build-up. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled on Twitter. If you got Twitter, go over to find me at JG's Fight Talk and at EFB Man and give us a follow. And yeah, just keep an eye on what's going on, and we'll soon drop it out there. So yeah, some great stuff. Also, if you're into your CBD stuff, Supreme CBD, got a great website. Check out the website. They're on Twitter as well. Go on there, fill up your basket with stuff. There's some great jellies, great oils. They're doing the vapes as well now.
Look at the moves. Look at the moves by Richard as he goes back to the corner.
Have a look. Type in the discount code JG's Fight Talk and you'll get 30% off. So, yeah.
Can't ask further than that.
Yeah, it's well worth doing. Yeah, Richards is loving this fight. Little jig, he's happy. And as we say, he's got Dave Caldwell in his corner, great trainer as well. So
yeah.
So yeah, there we go.
So I have him 4 rounds to zip up. Is that what you have, Joel?
Yeah, we're yeah, he's just in cruise control, isn't he? To be honest, just flicking out the jab, and there we go. Lawrence Okoli at home. Good old Lawrence, great performance, by the way. If you didn't get the chance to see it, we also did the watch along for that. So check that out on JG's Fight Talk. There's a great watch along for the Lawrence Okoli fight. We love that one. That was a great watch. Yeah, so check that out as well. But Pigeon Mister has put drop the StreamYard. We won't be sending the link out for this one, but we have got a show coming up soon where we'll just literally do, I think we're just going to do a live chat. Me and Enda are going to be looking at doing like a review sort of show. And yeah, whoever wants to jump on.
Come on then. We'll let you on. Yeah.
Come in and has a question or a comment or wants to talk about some of the boxing that's been has happened or stuff that's coming up. We're just going to do like an open forum, basically. So anyone that wants to come on, we'll just put it out there, and whoever comes in, and you'll be in the waiting room, and then we'll get you on to ask your question, and we'll just go from there. So we're going to do a bit more of a live interactive thing going. So yeah, just that's how we're going to do it. So yeah, anyone that's interested, put your name in the comments as well, but also keep an eye out on Twitter when we drop the tweet out that we're going to do our live feedback show. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. David Gasparo, Forza Giovanni. Yeah. So, well, currently at the moment, he's having a bit of a difficult time as Lerrone Richards is just dictating with a jab, and he's doing it so well. Don't get me wrong, De Carolis he's been landing better as the rounds have gone on, but some of the big shots he's been throwing, he's just been missing wildly, really.
Yeah.
Do you think Brandon has a real chance against Neri tonight?
Neri. That's in America.
Yes, that's one of the big ones tonight, isn't it? We're not covering that, but like we were saying, if you're in there, you're in with a shout, aren't you? You know, this is the thing, and we've seen so many shocks, haven't we, this year as well? This year alone, let alone other years.
Yeah, and even tonight, like we had the shock where Cunningham beat.
We had the Heather Hardy this morning. A lot of people were saying about Heather Hardy was going to go in, dominate, and she lost on points. And the other girl she was against, just fantastic display, boxing ability. So
another round there for me for Richards. Again, the cleaner boxing and just the all-round neater boxing. Can you buy the shirts?
Can we buy the shirts, guys? Oh, well, we'll have a chat about that, Stephen. We'll have a chat, mate.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can
slide into our DMs.
yeah. Send us a tweet. Send me a reminder, and we'll have a chat about it. And actually, Stephen, you're one of the people we'd like to get on the feedback show as well. So
100%, Stephen.
Yeah. Give us a shout.
Even though you're hurting because Tyrone lost to Donegal. Did I mention that before?
Not Tyrone McKenna. So yeah, thumbs up from Stephen. Yeah, no, we'll make it happen, mate. We'll make it
Stephen, if you get your t-shirt before I get mine, there'll be fucking war. I don't care what part of the United Kingdom you live in.
Come on.
I'll drag you over that border. I probably won't because you're probably big and scary.
Paperboy. Can I just say I love the fake names Paperboy. I used to love playing the video game back in the day. Loved it. McCarthy versus Shaw. Who won? McCarthy won. Yeah, great performance by McCarthy actually.
And McCarthy's now been announced against Chris Billum Smith in one of the backyard fights in Eddie Hearn's gaff.
Yeah. Coming up, is it July?
I think so. I also think you're breaking up, so I don't know if that's you or me.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, because Eddie's looking at doing the Matchroom Square Garden again, isn't he? For about 3 nights.
But like, if they're out of lockdown, why would he do that?
Because he turned around and he said because it was popular and it was something completely different, he wanted to do it again. And
because he can't have a crowd.
He said he's going to get a crowd.
Well, his neighbours might love him.
Well, the neighbours are probably about 4 miles the other way, but
they'll still object. Rich people object to everything.
As you say, McCarthy won that one, and it was
McCarthy won by stoppage.
Yeah, great job done by McCarthy as well. He looked good in that fight, really good.
Yeah.
I better fucking get mine first, and I only live in UK because of yous.
Blame fucking Michael Collins. Don't start.
We're not getting into it. We're in round.
He was accusing me. I don't think he was saying that to you, Joel. I think he was saying we abandoned him or something.
I don't know. We're in round 6. Richards versus.
Lerrone is like a Chinese girl. They're just abandoned.
Hang on. Richards versus De Carolis, round 6. Yeah, it's a bit of the same, but De Carolis is coming back into the fight. To be fair,
yeah.
Having a better round.
I do like Richards' work, and I do like Richards' movement.
If I was going to round to, it would be this one.
Round 6.
Yeah. Stevens, but I'm only kidding, Ender.
I know you are. I'd have drowned you at birth.
Nice. Yeah, so
I'm only kidding. Tyrone's a great place, even though I've never been there.
Richards is very much just going back to doing what he's doing. Good movement.
De Carolis missed with a big swing at the end, but there's another round for Richards for me.
Yeah, as I say, if I was going to give a round, that being his best round so far, you would say that was De Carolis' best round so far, but still not good enough to win the round.
No, not good enough to win a T-shirt either.
So, yeah, 6 rounds gone, 6 rounds.
That's how pissy I get when I think you're going to give someone a T-shirt for me. Look at the athlete drinking his water.
It's all good fun.
I'm going to have a low-fat chocolate.
Well, as I say, if you're joining us for the first time, head over to YouTube, type in JG's Fight Talk, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, we're sponsored by Rich's Boxing, Limitless Creations, and we've got Supreme CBD on board. Go over to the website, check out. They've got oils, vapes. There's all sorts of stuff down there. The gummies are really great as well. Ask Stephen.
I was going to ask Stephen about the gummies.
Yeah, check those out. Fill up the basket. Type in JG's Fight Talk into the discount code, and you get 30% off. So why not?
Oh, proper bargain.
Yeah. Let's say also we've got some other giveaways coming up soon. We've got some signed photos
of me
from Lucy Wildheart, and if you want a signed picture of Ender, we can sort that out.
And if you want a signed picture of Joel, I better get first.
If not, to be fair, I've got a signed picture of Richard Williams to give away as well. So,
very good.
The secret. So, yeah, but we'll let you know. Everything's going to be put out on Twitter. We'll also let people know on YouTube. We'll do a video that you can comment below as well. So we'll give people the opportunity.
Have you been back down to Richard Williams' gym, Joel?
Yeah. The video is going out next week as to how I got on with a spar with Richard Williams. Should be a giggle.
I'll tell you it was for Richard.
Oh, it certainly was. But yeah,
Fair play.
here we are, round 7 of 12.
Yeah, and join us as we enter Joe's journey into his second white-collar boxing fight in December.
Right, here we go. Paperboy, do you think Dos Santos got a chance against Buatsi? Personally, I don't know a lot about Dos Santos to sort of...
The bookies don't, put it that way.
In my opinion, I only know that he's had 15 fights, 15 wins and 8 knockouts. And that's it, to be honest. The resume doesn't really sort of shout out to me to say that he's been in with great opposition. But he's up for this fight and you just don't know. So, could be an interesting one, couldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But we're in round 7 of 12, so Lerrone Richards still just in schooling mode, really. De Carolis still keeping a high guard, trying to keep centre of the ring. Got Lerrone on the ropes, but Lerrone, great uppercut there. Just making his way through it casually, really, isn't he?
Yep.
And Tommy's joined the chat. You all right, Tommy?
Right, Tommy.
You all right? Hello. And Paperboy, yeah, well said. So, how do you see it, Paperboy? Do you think that Dos Santos has got a good chance against Buatsi? How do you see the fight going? Send us your predictions. We'll also be following that fight, following this one on a separate live stream anyway. So just join us on that one. Let us know what you think and send us your predictions. I think, Buatsi's going to want to come out and make a statement after his last fight. His last fight was a real dust-up. So I think he's going to want to come out and make a statement. And there's a lot of big fights in that division, isn't there, Ender? When you look at the light heavies, like we were saying the other day, your Callum Johnsons, Anthony Yard.
And I see Callum Johnson's been making a lot of noise now about the WO champ from America, Smith Jr.
Yeah, and Lyndon Arthur. There's some really good talent in that division. So, yeah.
Say hello to my ginger pussy. I'll call him Canelo.
Nice.
His name's actually Danny.
Well, but now he's Canelo. So
he's vicious as Canelo. Ow.
But yeah. Round 8. Ender, can you really see De Carolis sort of getting into this somehow or managing to find something?
No.
Stephen Johnson versus Buatsi is the one I'd like to tell. I'll tell you, that'd be a cracker.
That would be a good one.
Seeing how Buatsi gets on tonight will give us an indication of that. But Buatsi's going for WBA International tonight. I think. What did Callum get the other day? His was for a title, wasn't it? Wasn't his like a global or something like that?
Oh, some rubbish like that. But I mean, there's only 10 rounds tonight, so how can you get a title in a 10-round fight?
I'm sure he had.
Yeah, you look at your paper there.
I can't think off the top of my head. Yeah, I can't find it. But I know it was. I know there was a title there somewhere. But it was one of those belts that kind of puts you in a better sort of ranking position. It sort of puts you a bit higher up. But whether that put him higher up in the WBA, I'm not too sure, because that's kind of where the clash will be, because that's where Buatsi's heading, isn't he? By getting that.
But Johnson was making noises now about the WBO belt held by Smith in the US. So
yeah, so why not? If he can go and get that, we might see a fight for 2 belts with Buatsi and Johnson further down the line. So that would be a better fight, wouldn't it? Because then you've got more.
But I still think he should fight Buatsi first before heading to world level. I think it would stand him in better stead. But
well, especially after 2 years out as well.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Rather than jump straight into a world title fight, I think a fight against Buatsi would make more sense.
But to be fair, I've got Callum Johnson on the channel next Friday. So any questions you've got, I'll put it out on Twitter. I'll let people know on YouTube beforehand. Send me your comments and I'll get them over to Callum. I'll have a chat with him and see what he's got to say about the situation, because there's a lot of names flying around in that division. And we've currently gone to Joshua Buatsi playing pool. And the way he just hit the ball, I'm glad he's a boxer.
Yeah, but I think that clip I saw earlier today, so I don't think that's live.
No, I hope not, because he's fighting next.
Yeah, and he's wearing shoes.
Hopefully his hands are wrapped and ready to go.
And he's not wearing shoes.
But yeah, this one's been a bit of a...
Yeah, we picked the wrong one to skip, didn't we?
Well, it was just a bit of a... This one's been a bit of a muddle through, isn't it?
I just think...
Lerrone's doing what he's got to do.
Exactly. He's just... He's staying in his kind of lane, as it were. But I mean, if you want to kind of get a bigger fight, I often find you've got to really impress in fights like this. And he's just going through the motions for me. So,
yeah,
like, you're not going to sell tickets fighting like this.
No, but like you say, you've got to almost have more to your game, haven't you? You've got to, especially at this weight class as well, super middleweight. You need to have that power to get. I mean,
you look at his physique and you think, Jesus, you'd expect him to have this big explosive punch.
De Carolis there, a better right hand, but Lerrone comes back, good body shot, left hand follow up. So whatever De Carolis sort of throws. Richard sort of counter.
De Carolis has a very high guard.
Yeah, he's got a good guard, De Carolis, to be fair.
He's very high.
Yeah,
which is Richards would have gone for the body shots more. But anyway.
But the problem is the jab's getting through the guard. So the guard hasn't been very effective, but he's just blocking his vision. So it's been a strange one. But De Carolis, having a better punch output in this round, to be fair, in round 9. And he seems to be chasing Richards down a bit more now, doesn't he? There's a more sense of urgency, but then he's probably knowing that the fight's slipping away now.
Well, the fight's gone from him. Like, I mean, he's 8 rounds down.
He's got to put his foot on the gas now to try and get something out of this. He's got to take the risk, basically, because if you don't, you're just going to lose anyway. So
good movement from Richards there. He just
he's
completely. And now
he's very box and weave, isn't he?
Yeah,
and he does do it really well,
but not quite as stylish as Sonny Edwards did.
No, that's another person that's going to try and unify and be undisputed in his weight class. So, and I think he could if he keeps boxing the way he was the other day.
Yeah.
So,
and there's a nice exchange here now. De Carolis threw a few punches, and then Richards kind of just swallowed him up. And Richards back to jabbing at range, and he throws out a left.
Yeah, there we go. Ends around with that, really, wasn't it? So I think you could see in the face of De Carolis there, he's just kind of going through the motions of kind of, you know, I don't want to lose. You know, he's got lost written all over him, hasn't he? That's the Stephen Sonny Edwards is really good. Has a great chance to unify 100%.
He really is. I mean, like, he really impressed me in that fight, and I hope he goes on to bigger things.
I've been sort of banging on about Sonny Edwards for quite some time now, and Ender was like, I don't know really what he's like too much, but when he saw that fight, you were really impressed, weren't you, Ender?
Yeah, because they said, which 3 fighters would you like to see in the flesh? And I said, Inoue from Japan, obviously Canelo, and I did say I'd like to see Sonny Edwards fight because I was very impressed with his fighting style. Like, I like defensive fighters. I liked Mayweather. You know, I mean, it's very good.
I don't know what that says.
Well, Viva la vida, Viva Victoria, Cleopatra. That's a Eurovision song, and next Saturday's Eurovision night.
It is, and
Channel 5.
Exactly. We'll be covering just the main event next week, I think. Which
we're also covering Young McKenna's fight because I'm Irish and I'm pulling rank.
Well, there we go. So it should be good. And we'll have the
who's in the same province as
watch along. We'll have the live watch along for Sam Eggington's fight as well. So
yes, Sam Eggington will definitely be covered.
Hopefully,
but it's all live and free on Channel 5 for everybody in the UK, and you can pick up Channel 5 in the Irish Republic if you have a satellite dish.
Yeah, and hopefully Sam Eggington will be coming on next week. So
very good.
So we'll be looking forward to that one as well. So
Joel's got all the big interviews.
We're getting there.
I think you're doing great. Have a bit more CBD oil and you'll be flying. Have a few old gummies. What's the weather like, by the way, in Essex today? It's absolutely pouring rain here in Ireland.
Well, we had the rain, and then it just went sunny at about 7 o'clock, and then
it went Sonny Edwards, did it?
And then it went sunny at about 7 o'clock, and then disappeared at 8:30. So didn't last very long at all. But
I'm liking Richard's movement there. He made his opponent Santos.
All I'm going to say is I will be back in a minute, Ender.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave it to you.
That's all right. Silly boy, wasn't he?
Dangerous.
All the
very
boys.
Dangerous.
You're not allowed to be there now talking.
I'll see you in a minute.
Take care. We don't want to hear him piss. But it's we're coming up to the end of the round anyway. And again, Richards is just jabbing at length, at distance, and he's doing it, and he tries an uppercut there and pushes him back, and that's the end of that round. So there's another round for Richards. I haven't given De Santos any rounds so far. If you think I'm being mean or whatever, then send in your messages or whatever, but I can't even type them up because Joel's got the controls. He doesn't let me have those because that's too dangerous, because I might just do the wrong things, you know. But so we're having a preview now. Joshua Buatsi. So that was the Buatsi De Santos preview, and now we're entering round 11. So there's 2 rounds left. I've given every round to Richards on my card, so I don't know. Richards again, just keeping him at length, jabbing at range. Extending the jab, not doing too much else. Oh, and then he follows it up with a left, but not much power behind it. It's a nice right hook, and he's throwing a nice combination there. Oh, and a nice uppercut. But he was warned by the referee. It was a bit low. It didn't seem low to me, but he said it was low. Again, just Richards, the centre of the ring, just throwing out the jab and following it with the left occasionally. Jab. Oh, nice uppercut there from Richards. One or two shots back, but Richards is coming again. Richards again jabs from distance. Nice uppercut. Again, doesn't seem too much power behind these shots, but they're scoring nonetheless, and they're winning the rounds for him. So, and he's good movement and avoidance. Oh, a nice strong left there. Looked like it connected. That's the end of round 11, and there I've got 11 rounds to zip. So, I don't know where Joel's gone. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. That's Tony Bellew. Perhaps he's getting gloved up backstage. Now we're entering the 12th and final round. In Williams' fight. Again, Williams taking the centre of the ring and just throwing out the jab. Again, nothing forceful or powerful, just throwing the jab out, keeping his man at range. Follows up there with the left hand, so that was a bit better. Again, ducking down underneath the punch. Oh, Joel's back.
Sorry, I was putting my daughter to bed.
Oh, I thought you were having a shite.
So, same as Paperboy. How's the fight going, man?
Well, I have a shutout for Richards here. It's not the most exciting fight in the world, but Richards is just basically doing
Doing the fundamentals.
Yeah, doing the fundamentals, doing the fundamentals and doing them properly, and he's good at missing. He's got good defensive work there. He can bob and weave very well, and then he pops out the jab on the left. But nothing extraordinary or wonderful or fantastic.
Well, and I'll put Stephen's question out once the fight's finished. He's got a question for you, Ender.
For me?
Oh. Yeah, but what I'll do is I'll put it out after this is finished.
I'm taking
Mundo Shavlon Mo Quien.
Why do you put up stuff like this?
Ganando.
You not have editorial filter.
Well, thank you very much, Mundo. Yeah, so just seeing out the last minute, basically, of Lerrone Richards versus Giovanni De Carolis. It's kind of been one of those fights where...
Oh, and Richards actually had a nice 1-2 to the head there, but he just went to the body, and now he's kind of just backed up again.
Yeah.
Not a fighter I'd be interested in seeing again, to be honest.
No, he's, unless he's got to have, like I say, he's in quite the division that when you go up to world level, you need to have those power shots to be able to put someone out. Super middleweight is a division where it's booming full of talent, and you need that mixture of boxing ability but power at the same time.
You keep talking away, and I'm just going to powder my nose. Okay,
no worries. So I'll take over this time. So yeah, end of the fight. Yeah, and it's pretty much as it was. As it has been all the way through. Great performance by Lerrone Richards. He'll take this one on points quite convincingly. I can't see there be any problems. Hands are raised already. Yeah, there we go. That'll be European super middleweight title. So where does he go from here is probably the next question, really. Who would you like to see him fight next? What would be a real challenge for him? He's got that boxing style, but do you need a bit of a brawler to bring out his other side? They've just put a poll up on the telly about the next fight. Will Buatsi win a world title? 74% say yes. How do you see it, people? Do you see Buatsi winning this fight, let alone a world title? Yeah, that's kind of how it sits, really. And Ender's back.
So what's the question?
So the question is from Stephen McGurr. Who's your favourite Irish fighter ever, Ender, and who takes over from Frampton?
Who's my favourite Irish fighter ever? Well, would you believe it's an Ulsterman? In fact, it's a toss-up between two Ulstermen. One is a Belfast boy. He won a silver medal in the Barcelona 92 Olympics, and he won his WBC title out in Japan, and his name is Wayne McCullough, the pocket rocket Wayne McCullough. Big fan of his. And of course, Barry McGuigan.
Yes.
The wins in Loftus Road. He was great. So they're the two now. Who's your favourite fighters? Now, you'll appreciate, Stephen, they're both Ulstermen, so you have that.
I have to go with Barry. I just think absolute.
Oh, no, Barry's excellent too.
Absolute quality.
But I just think Barry was just a little bit before my time, as it were. But I remember watching Wayne win his silver medal in the Barcelona Olympics before Michael Carruth won his gold. And then he went out and fought in America, and he fought absolutely everyone, and he went to Japan and he won his world title. Now, he did fight Nas later on in his career. But
sorry, Ender. They've just raised the hand of Lerrone Richards. Congratulations, Lerrone. European super middleweight title to go around his waist. Yeah, and really good sportsmanship between the two guys. That's what we like to see. And yeah, let us know in the comments who you would like to see Lerrone Richards up against next. Big division. Who's going to be the test for him to really sort of bring out that
fighter in him?
Bring out that sort of that killer instinct, because you know he's happy to box all day long until.
Stephen, who's your favourite Irish fighter?
Yeah, well, Steve,
sorry, he asked.
He's a great shout, McCulloch, and he's put Barry when I was young was a real.
Absolutely, hero. I remember
he's still a hero now, isn't he?
But he was such a hero for Ireland. Like, I mean, and everything he did for Ireland and Ulster.
Ryan Burnett was.
Ryan was very, very good in his injury. Jason Quigley now is fighting.
Great
coming
fight.
up. He's a fight coming up, and I like Jason. He's fighting Shane Mosley Jr. So that should be interesting, and that's on Dazn. And of course, we have Tommy McCarthy, Tyrone McKenna.
Yeah, Tyrone McKenna.
Yeah. I think there's a Tyrone McCullough as well, actually. But you know, there is a lot there. But to take over the mantle from Frampton, I think it'll be just vacant for a little while. I don't think there's anyone quite ready to challenge for a world title from Ireland at the moment. In the men's division, of course, Katie in the women's is just conquering all around her.
Well, thank you for your question, Stephen, and thank you for your answers, and thank you for your participation. Everyone has been great in the chat tonight. Lingardinho links us perfectly onto the next one. Who's the next fight? It's Joshua Buatsi against Daniel Blender dos Santos. Looking forward to this one. WBA International Light Heavyweight title on the line. It's all about pushing you up there in the rankings. It's one of those belts. Joshua Buatsi, 13 fights, 13 wins, 11 knockouts. Dos Santos, 15 fights, 15 wins, 8 knockouts. So on paper, very similar. When you look at the opponents, I've not really heard of any of Dos Santos's, but that doesn't mean he's not going to rise to the challenge. So this is what we're going to see in this fight. So what we'll do is we'll finish this live stream now. And we'll rejoin just before the fight, and we'll cover that one.
So you can all get your beers and your crisps and
go and have a wee, go and grab your drinks,
go and put your daughter to bed.
Yeah, get your popcorn out, and we'll see you for the next fight.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Ender, thank you as always. And you've been watching JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Richie's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And if you haven't already, head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you soon. Ender, see you shortly. But for now, we're going to have some of this.
Have some of that.
Are you